Do you know that choosing the wrong niche can make YouTube harder than it needs to be for you? Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to Grow with Victoria. And today we'll be talking about your niche structure. Niches you're supposed to go into in 2026. Good ones, average, and bad ones. So let's get right into the video. And we'll be starting with the niche that you need to be very careful about. The first on my list is choosing random content with no clear audience. So you have to understand that when you're choosing a niche on YouTube, you need to know that you should be able to talk about this particular niche in the next 50 videos consistently. You know that this is what you want to go into and this is what you can talk about. You don't just pick random niches because you feel like, oh, they are doing well or they got a lot of views. Can you go into that niche? For example, you see all these videos whereby used cars in the mechanic shops are being repaired and they become brand new. That particular niche, it goes viral. You cannot just pick it because they got a lot of views and put it on your channel or on your page. Are you going into that niche? That's one thing you need to ask yourself. Will you be consistent with it? If no is the answer, then don't just pick random contents and place on your page. YouTube loves originality. What are you actually telling YouTube that, oh, this is your original content, or this is what you can actually go into, or maybe you are collaborating with them? These are the things you need to think about before you go into posting random videos. The next on my list is copyrighted heavy content. Most of these videos that you just pick from Facebook, Instagram, and you come to YouTube to post it, most of them have this high chance of copyright content on it. And YouTube flags that. YouTube does not like it. So you need to be very careful of picking random content from Instagram, Facebook, and bringing it on YouTube. It might land your account into trouble. Now, the third one on my list is basic slideshow channels. Now, when I mean basic slideshow channels, I mean a particular channel whereby the creator simply puts series of images on the screen and a voice just reads the script without any editing, little or no editing on that particular channel. Now, first of all, people don't really enjoy that. You cannot just put an image on the screen and a voice is reading it for like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, no slideshows, no zoom in and zoom out effects, nothing. Those channels don't really do well on YouTube because, first of all, the originality is too poor. It just looks like there was no effort in creating that particular video. So what our advice is, if you're going into that particular niche, just make sure that you have effects on it. Make sure the visuals are moving, or make sure you are changing it at interval seconds while the script read. Put subtitles and also put music backgrounds from YouTube. So that's just how to overcome it. If not, don't really go into that niche. The fourth on my list is celebrity repost channels. Now, don't get me wrong. You would have higher audience. You would have people that would view your channel immediately. But mind you, it is because of that celebrity, not you, the owner of the channel. Now, these channels actually do well, but it has a very high disadvantage than the advantage. Now, if you upload or download a video from Instagram, TikTok, because of a celebrity is trending, you download a celebrity news, red carpet videos, and post it on your page, because that celebrity is trending, people would search for it and they will see videos. Now, people are following you because of that celebrity, not because of you, the owner of the page. Now, whereby you want to monetize this page, you might have monetization problems because YouTube wants original content. Simply downloading a video that is not yours and uploading it on your page is often known as reused content. That is the disadvantage. It is very high and rampant. So instead of building a particular account for celebrities for months, just reposting their videos without any editing, nothing, is going to cause you problem. Now, another problem you might be facing is copyright problems. Yes, the owner can remove it, the owner can block you, and the owner can claim it. And you know what? YouTube can give you strike. Yes, and it becomes a high problem for you. And another disadvantage of this particular type of niche is that competition is brutal. A celebrity might post something that goes viral by 9 a.m. and you see people carrying it already by 9:08 or a minute before that, because yes, people are active, this person is a celebrity, so you see people reposting clips and content. That's going to be an issue because the competition is brutal. Your page might not even stand out, okay, because when people search for this particular celebrity's video, they have seen it in places. So a better alternative to go forward when you want to actually go into this niche is this: you can bring the video on your page, place it on a particular angle on your page, and you bring show your face, talk about it, explain what happened in the video, give context, go into details of what happened in that video. You can also discuss the lessons learned from the events and any other thing you want to say, but just make sure that anyhow you want to place the video, make sure you have this originality in it, that is not just the celebrity's video, it is also your video. Okay, now the last on my list is producing low effort AI content without any personality in it. Now let me break it down for you. You cannot just go into producing or creating videos with AI without any originality, any form of originality in it. Let's say you're going to a storytelling channel using AI videos. You could use your voice. Make sure there is something original in the video that is your own. Because if you just produce it or you go to a random app and bring pictures or videos, these apps now can be can do more harm to your account than good, because they might have invisible watermarks that you might not know about. Now, when it's time for monetization, YouTube detects all these things and it becomes a problem for you. Yes. So instead of creating videos from random apps for AI, why don't you get or go into an app and you pay for it? Now, why paying for an app? You have to read their instructions. If the particular plan you're paying for is commercial, you understand, and if you can't download videos with it without watermarks, so these are the things you look out for if you really want to go into that niche.